G'day, welcome to the show. Salt Covers here, back. Had a great night last night. 4-4 might not sound great, but we cashed all three of our top plays last night. Good for up 2.8 units. We continue to have an excellent March, nearly up 20 units in March. Still need to work our way towards plus money since recording videos on YouTube. I'm fully confident that we will. Make sure you like, and subscribe. Try and support us. We're just starting out here, recording videos on YouTube, covering each daily slate against our projected totals, projected lines, looking into trends, looking into bets that I've placed, all that good stuff. So just to quickly recap, we had 8 bets down yesterday, lots of action. We cashed the Hornets at Miami under 216. Projected total there was like 209, so we like the under there. Hornets best under team in the league. They won that game outright. I didn't bet Miami, but I certainly leaned to taking Miami, so he'd been struggling really bad. Philly Atlanta with over 228.5. That was our top play of the night. That total got as high as 235, and then Trey Young gets ruled out. That total goes all the way back down to 228.5. I think it closed at 229. We walked into that game with only a little bit of CLV. I went to bed last night loving that ticket. That game went well over, wasn't much of a sweat, so you love to see that. You got Atlanta, top 2 pace team, top 5 or so over team. We also cashed the over between Denver and OKC. That game went way over as well. We also had OKC minus 8.5. We didn't have that bet locked in when we recorded. We tweeted it out. We saw some movement back towards the 9. Denver win outright. That was a good effort by Denver. We saw Jalen Williams lead that game. All good there. We also had the Rockets and Orlando under 213.5. Got some great CLV on that one. Closed it around 210. That game didn't even hit 190. We had 2 top 5 defenses. Orlando, one of the best under teams in the league. That total was projected at around 207. Love to see that. We also had the Suns and Memphis over 242. That game closed at 244.5. Looked like a decent bet, but they seemed to slow things down in the fourth quarter. Also had the under 223.5 between the Kings and the Knicks. Faded the projections. Projections like the over there. We followed the line movement. Turns out the line movement was wrong. We also had the Kings money line. We thought that it was just good value on them. We had that line projected at Kings -3. That game saw some interesting line movement. Kings go to overtime. That spread gets out to Knicks +3. Then we see a late market push towards the Kings just before tip-off. That game closed at around Knicks -1.5. The Knicks blew the Kings out. Yeah, not the greatest bet, taking a team in a back-to-back spot off an overtime loss. Let's get into the slate. We've got a nice, short, and sweet card today. 4 bets, 4 games on the card today. We've got 5 bets lined up. I'd say there are 2 bets that are still playable. The other 3 are no longer playable. Make sure you follow me on Twitter @SaltCovers. Get these bets as soon as I place them. It's not like I just place them and they vanish. Those lines are there for 30 minutes, 1 hour. Let's get into it. Let's get the projections up on screen. Let's get the Bet365 on screen up as well. So first game we've got is the Wizards in Detroit. Just not a very appealing matchup. In fact, this entire slate is kind of gross. Wizards coming in off a back-to-back. They just lost in Toronto in that baseball series. I reckon it's their 3rd game in 4 nights. They've got a pretty stacked injury list. Bilal Koulibaly probably out. Bub Carrington out. Pistons got a clean injury report. We see the spread open at Pistons -14, now at Pistons -15.5. Projections right there with them. Pistons -15.5. Yeah, look, I don't have a bet on the spread. I'd say Pistons, sure, take the Pistons. Wizards, third game in 4 nights. Pistons are locked in a tight race between the 4, 5, and 6 seed in the East. So they need to win every game they can. They need to blow teams out as well. As for the total, we see the total opened at 231.5. It is now at 234.5. So seen some movement towards the over. Pistons have been regularly getting over steam. Projections at 231. I don't know about that. This one. Wizards have been playing a little bit better defensively, but the Pistons have also been playing much faster recently. I reckon in the last 15 games or so, the Pistons are like top 5 in pace. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this total rise a lot. With these like blowout long spread games, it can be hard to play into an over. So we see, let's see the last 15 games. Yeah, Pistons third in pace. Nothing from me here on this game at all. I'd say the best angle here is Pistons. This is game 1 of a baseball series between these two teams. Let's move on to definitely the best game on the board. That is the Milwaukee Bucks playing in Indiana. I always hate it when teams play in Indiana. It's just so hard to say. Bucks at Pacers, we'll go with that. This is my best bet on the board. So we see a line that opened at Pacers +3.5. Now at Pacers +3. We have this game projected at Pacers -3.5. I think the wrong team's favored here. Yes, I know the Pacers have lost like 2, 3 in a row. They are definitely low in the market. I'm sure people backed the Pacers against the Bulls. I'm sure they backed them against the Hawks twice, especially in that second game. We've seen Tyrese Halliburton miss the last 3 games. I am banking on him playing this game. I did see a tweet from the Pacers beat writer. He said that Halliburton hopes to play this game. This is a very important game for both teams. They are both within a game of each other, trying to get the 4-5 seed, avoid the Knicks in the first round. We do like the Pacers here. We have played 3 units at Pacers +3.5. We have also sprinkled a unit on the money line. So yeah, I priced Tyrese Halliburton probably worth about 2.5 to 3 points in a spread. We saw the Pacers at Bulls. That spread got out to Pacers -6. Halliburton gets ruled out. That spread goes to Pacers -4. So even if Halliburton is out, I think this game should be a pick'em. And you know how I feel about the Bucks. You guys know how I feel about the Bucks. I don't like betting them on the road. They are not a good team as away favorite. Let's look that up now. Hey, Bucks, where are you? They are 7-11 as away favorite. Pacers are... How are Pacers at home? Pacers are 3-5 as home underdog. I don't think they should be home underdogs, but look, the Pacers really need this win. They've lost 3 straight. They did not play well against the Bulls. I know Carlisle's furious at them, so we do like the Pacers here. I like them with or without Halliburton. It's up to you whether you want to play them now or you can play them later. If Halliburton gets ruled in, this goes to a pick'em. Pacers might even be favored. If he gets ruled out, maybe it goes to Pacers +5. So it's up to you. I have played it now at 3.5. I'm not sure if there are any 3.5 still available. There are definitely 3s, which are still still playable in my view. Have sprinkled a bit on the money line. It's up to you how you want to split that bet. We've got 4 units across the money line and spread on the Pacers. We also like the over in this matchup. This opened at 232. Projected total at 236. This is game 3 in the matchups between these two teams. Let me just have a look and see how these games have gone in the previous matchups. Where has the spread moved? Where has the total moved? Those are 2 really important indicators. We will be back.
1 pair of pants later.
Okay, we are back. So the Bucks are 2-0 against the spread against the Pacers. The over is also 2-0. In game 1, we saw the spread move from Pacers -1 to Bucks -1.5. So a little bit of movement there towards the Bucks. We also saw the total move up. In game number 2, we saw the spread also move towards the Bucks. And we saw the total stay around 235. So that closing total of the game 2 is really important. Seeing that total close at 235.5, we're playing towards that closing number. That's the sharpest number. So yeah, we like the over here. Pacers after a loss, also really good in this spot as an over team. They are 17-8-2 to the over after a loss. Let's see what else we can find. We see the Bucks are 11-7 to the over as away favorites. So we like the Pacers here. We like the Bucks. Let's move on. Not many games here. Going to be a nice short and sweet video. Love to see that after a 12-game slate. That was a long video yesterday. Next, we have my Clippers in New Orleans. We saw this spread open at some books at 7.5. Now we see it at 6.5. Clippers, they are just not good as road favorites. I'm a Clippers fan. I know it better than anyone else. I make sure I pay attention to all of their spreads. They are not good as away favorites. The difference in this team playing at home versus on the road is just staggering. Clippers on the road, where are they? They are the 4th worst team against the spread on the road. At home, they are the best team against the spread. Pelicans are 7th best team against the spread at home, even though they're 28th overall. This is the first half of a back-to-back set for the Clippers. This means that Kawhi's either sitting this game or he's sitting against the Heat the following night. My guess is that he could sit out this game. The Heat, probably a better team than the Pelicans, although you could argue the Pelicans are better. I'm not going to make that argument. I'd say Kawhi sits one of these games. There's a greater chance he sits this one out, and this spread goes to Clippers -5. Also a little look-ahead spot for the Clippers. I'm sure they want to get to Miami. First game in Miami. We always look towards those spots. Teams eyeing off South Beach. So we do like the Pelicans. We picked them up at +7.5 for 2 units. 6.5, sure, play that for a unit. The Clippers, they're just not good as away favorites. They're not good on the road at all. Pelicans gonna get Zion back this game. CJ should be playing as well. He's not on the injury report. Yeah, give me some Pelicans. They coming off a tough loss against the Grizzlies. They did cover that game. Looking at the total, we saw this total open at 220.5. Projections at 225, almost 226. We have the 5th best over team versus the 4th worst under team. We have played the over 220.5. Now we see the total at 224.5. Make sure you go follow me at Twitter, Salt Covers. Get in on these lines. By the time I hit record, some of them are no longer playable. That over is no longer playable. We are gonna have a look. Let's have a look at how the previous matchups between the Clippers and the Pelicans, how have they played out? Where has the spread moved? Where has the total moved? We will be back.
One pair of pants later.
Okay, we are back, and they played one previous game in New Orleans. Spread open at Clippers -5.5, closed at Clippers -4.5. So we did see some movement towards the Pelicans. The Pelicans have been catching some late market movement. We did see the total go down from 222 to 219.5. I do not agree with that one bit. We see the Pelicans, they are an over team. We like the over. Clippers, Clippers, they aren't an over team, but the best spot for the over is as away favorites, where they are 9-5 to the over. Kawhi could sit this one out. He's an under player for me. He slows down the pace. Clippers played better defense with him on the floor. Give me some over. Not worth playing now, but we like our ticket. We got that down for 2.5 units, over 220.5.
One pair of pants later.
Alright, we are back. Last game on the card, Nets at Cavaliers. Nets coming off a feel-good win, beating the Lakers. Cavs, God, what they just beat the Hornets? Let's go with that. They just beat the Hornets. Cavs, like, they continue to win games, but they have gone like 2-4 against the spread in their last 6, I believe. Oh, the Cavs just beat the Bucks. That's my bad. They covered that game. You know they're going to get up for a game against the Bucks. Looking at this game, are they going to get up for this? I don't know. We will check out the injury report. So this spread opened at Cavs -17.5. Now at Cavs -18. Cavs have a clean injury report as of right now, but you could see them sitting some players. My angle on this is that this spread is just not worth playing into, but if you do see the Cavs, if you see like Donovan Mitchell just pop up underdog tweets out that he's resting, see that Cavs sit their entire team. Like, if you can pick up a Cavs -15 or a Cavs -14 as a result of them sitting players out, then, like, yeah, sign me up. Projected line at Cavs -21. We seen the total open at 223.5. Now at 226.5, so seen some movement there. Projected total at 223. Cavs have been letting some of these bad teams get some points on them. They let the Hornets score like 115 on them. They let the Blazers get down like 130 on them. So yeah, nothing from me here on this game. My only angle is if the Cavs sit some players, you can get a better number on them. They're such a deep team that I would expect them to cover like a -14 with 2 of their big 4 out. So let's get to our best bets. We have 5 of them. Let's get the odds screen off. So we have the Pacers. We've got a lot down on the Pacers right now. Pacers +3.5. Got that for 3 units. And we've got a unit on the money line as well. I think the wrong team is favored in this game. I think the Bucks are just a bit overvalued here. That yes, they have lost 2 straight, but the Pacers have lost 3 straight. Both teams are going to be desperate here for a win. I think the value here is on the Pacers. Projected line is at Pacers -3.5. Bucks are just not good on the road. In fact, Bucks on the road, Bucks on the road, 12-18 against the spread. Straight up as well. Let's look into that because I have to win this game and cover. Bucks 14-16 on the road. So, and yeah, projected line Pacers -3.5. That's assuming Tyrese Halliburton plays. If he doesn't, we've seen the market price him as a 2-point player. still at Pacers -1. The value is on the Pacers. We also like the over in that game. Pacers spread and money line still playable, by the way. We like the over. Over has moved up to 234. At that number, I'd just wait to see if Halliburton is playing, then take the over if he is. We also have the Pelicans +7.5. We don't think the Clippers get up for this game. We also think that Kawhi could possibly sit out. So if you like this, go grab it now. It's at 6.5. Kawhi's either going to sit out against the Pelicans today or the Heat tomorrow. I'd wager on the Pelicans today. So if you like them, go get them now. It's at 6.5. I expect this to close at Clippers -5 if Kawhi sits out. We also like the over in that game. Got it at over 220.5. Now at 224. Not worth playing into. Make sure you go follow me at Salt Covers. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, let's get them books salty.